Finally Friday, and that's good news. Whether it feels as though it got here in an instant or it took forever to finally make it, it is Friday on the downhill side of that, and the weekend is in front of us, the weekend before our Easter weekend, mind you. And we'll talk about that in a couple of fronts. Specifically, we've got a forecast now that carries us through Good Friday, not showing a big warm pattern that we would like to see, but it's not bad either at this point. I'll tell you about that in a few seconds. A host of other news and headlines on the desk to cover as well, as we're looking at a chilly day tomorrow, but warmer air for Sunday and Monday, even more so than what I had 24 hours ago. And again, we'll try to pinpoint just exactly what it is up to the Easter weekend, or going to be in a few seconds. On the topic of Easter, just to let you know, it's become common over the past several years for many major retailers to close in honor of the holiday and their employees for the Easter weekend. That list is being compiled for this Easter Sunday, again the 20th, and a week from this Sunday. Lowe's is, as they have for a number of years, closing, and they join a growing list which includes TJ Maxx, which we now have here in the viewing area, Target, Best Buy, Costco's, all as well confirmed to be closing, and I think that list will probably perhaps even grow a bit more between now and then. So if you've got any plans that involve either of those locations, well, you might want to make them certainly a bit early. Anyone traveling US 23 this morning going through Lawrence County saw a lot of smoke billowing way out and ahead of a fire that could most certainly have been much worse than it was. A whole lot of potential, bad potential here this morning. This was at the Riverside unit, the Riverside Generating Facility on 23 in Lawrence County. This is where a lot of folks going to work early this morning saw a lot of black smoke way out and ahead. These pictures taken after they had gotten it under control and extinguished. That is thanks to the quick thinking and arrival and response of the Fallsburg, Louisa, Big Sandy, East Fork, England Hill, and Marathon Refinery fire departments, all responding, understanding the gravity of the situation. The Riverside Generating Plant had a turbine, had a turbine that had some oil that had leaked into it or out of it, and it had caught on fire and ignited and caused a serious situation rather quickly. US 23 was shut down. CSX also stopped the rail. Good news is no firemen or anyone else suffered any injuries whatsoever, as the fire was relatively quickly detained. And another fire in the viewing area, this one in Johnson County. This one reported early yesterday morning. The Johnson County coroner confirming without the identity as of this hour that a Johnson County man died after being discovered by fire personnel. A man described as around 50 years of age was found dead inside an apartment C, in this apartment building in Paintsville yesterday morning after a neighbor, a resident of the same building, called 911 after smelling smoke. The fire department arrived, knocked down the door, found him unresponsive and unconscious, and ultimately dead from possible smoke inhalation or other factors, which are all still under investigation. He was sent to Frankfurt for an autopsy. Those details and reports are pending, so no confirmation as to what may have caused the actual death, but they do believe that the fire originated somewhere around the stove in the kitchen, and after getting the man out of the building, they were able to contain the fire to that area of the kitchen and keep it from spreading to any of the other neighboring apartments. There were no smoke detectors said to have been in use or working properly at the time. Still a lot of other ground to cover, and I'll be right back with the rest of it. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. Get personal with new jewelry collections from Soul Stacks and more at the seasonal shop, with new spring arrivals every week. Arrive and hydrate in style with Brewmate's new Brew Tank and the full color collection of cups and mugs. And come smell for yourself why Tyler's glamorous detergent, sprays, and soaps are hard to keep in stock. And if it's Easter you're thinking about, there's all kinds of ways to stuff anyone's basket of any age at Frazier's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville.
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. With spring comes sniffles and sneezes from that pesky fine powder from plants. Pollen, one of the worst words ever. You could try to limit your time outdoors, but that's really not an option for most of us. So talk to the pharmacist at Parkway Pharmacy and make a plan for personalized solutions for allergy and asthma relief today.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
My name is Don McFarland, and I have been an attorney in Eastern Kentucky for over 30 years. This is my son, Max McFarland. I'm very proud of Max. He is incredibly intelligent, a hard worker, and is graduating from law school this spring. Max will take the bar exam this summer.
We are a family and we treat our clients like family. Bigger law firms are not always better law firms. There is no substitute for experience, personal attention, wisdom, and knowing who your attorney is.
When you have any legal needs, come see us, and we will personally represent you, and we will put our experience and energy to get the results you need.
If you have been in a car wreck, injured on the job, in need of Social Security disability benefits, or have any legal needs, come see us and let us take care of you. Call us at 349-9000.
There was a bomb threat in Johnson County this morning, and the Justice Center closed the facility for the entire day. I've got Sheriff Scott Hazlett with me in just a few moments. He's going to tell me the latest. Right now, there is some good news coming out of Johnson County, where 321, as of just earlier this afternoon, is back open after a major rock slide. Paintsville and Johnson County Emergency Management Director Gary McClure shared this photo on Wednesday when the rock slide happened over in the Hager Hill area. And it's taken since then to not just get the rocks clear, but also make as safe as possible the rest of the area. They've asked motorists to stay out of this area as the road has been blocked essentially since then. But again, as of earlier this afternoon, around 1 or 2 o'clock, I believe it was, Route 321 had been back open for traffic. But with all of the weather, and really at any time, but especially after significant extended rain events that we've had, you can always expect or should be on the lookout at least for slides, rock, and mud like this at any time. Now I've got time. Let's take a quick look at the Paintsville Lake. A lot of folks waiting for the water to go down to be able to get in and access everything that it has to offer, maybe get to their boats and the dam and the docks and things of that nature. Well, it's still up. The water is still up. Before the rain started, before all the flooding that we had about a week ago, the lake level was at 709 feet, had been for weeks. It rose to 724, some of the highest levels seen here in these pictures captured by folks over at the marina. So from 709 to a level of 724.57 feet on Sunday the 6th. That was the peak. It has since been going down, and these pictures coming up are from just earlier today, where it is still at 719 feet. So still 10 feet higher than it was before all of those heavy rains that we saw in eastern Kentucky. Again, peaking at 724.57. The record level, from what I could find, as with all this other data that I just brought to you from the Corps of Engineers, was 725.7, so just a little more than a foot, where it peaked at on Sunday the 6th. So as you can see, it's still got a ways to go before anyone can get back into the marina or the lake. Now it's community calendar time, brought to you every evening by McGoffin Farm Bureau. Just a couple of quick reminders. The Water into Wine Food Pantry has their one and only regular commodity day for the month coming up this coming Wednesday, the 16th, and they're on new hours for this season of the year, 8 to 10, and they ask that you please have your pantry card ready when you get there, and they, of course, will be back with 2 regular commodity days and a senior commodity day next month for the month of May. Can you believe May is going to be here that soon? Also, coming up Monday, the Sayersville Spring Cleanup Campaign continues, and the District 3 McGoffin County Cleanup Campaign starts for District 3 this Monday. If you have any questions, call the McGoffin County Judge's Office at 349-2313 or Sayersville City Hall at 349-2409. Whenever you have announcements or birthdays or anniversaries that we so love to put on, please call me. Please call me and tell me. From there, a reminder about services, a memorial service to be held tomorrow at 1 in honor of 83-year-old Calvin Neal Adams, formerly of McGoffin County, who passed away back in January, survived by his wife, Rose, as well as his stepson, Benjamin Wells, and his niece, Kathy Rhodes. He's as well survived here locally by his brother, Danny Adams, and his nephew, Carl Neal Adams, his nieces, Jane Adams and Hester Adams Hobson, and a memorial service is going to take place tomorrow starting at 1 at the Bradley Free Will Baptist Church. Services also start tomorrow at 1 for Sharon K. Hunley Phillips of Cincinnati, formerly of Sayersville. She passed away Tuesday, survived by her husband Herb Phillips, daughter Tammy Sue Howard, sons Rodney and Bradley Phillips, Tim Hunley, sisters Wanda Whitt, Cleo Rita Harmon, and Ruth Ann Miller, 11 grandkids and 1 great-grandchild. The Sayersville Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements, again, which start tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And arrangements are incomplete at this hour for 97-year-old Audrey Cooper of Sayersville, who passed away earlier today at her home. Those arrangements to be announced by the McGoffin County Funeral Home.
Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble.
Our show is completely made up.
Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold.
It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money.
It is.
Don't miss Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood. Catch them on Sunday, May 18th at the Mountain Arts Center. Get your tickets today at macarts.com.
If you're getting together to cheer on the Cats and catch the NCAA tournament, do it with a big party platter from Lee's. 40 crispy, spicy buffalo wings, 8 big juicy breast strips, a dozen double dippers, and 10 fried pickle spears. Just $54.99. But if you make your best play by calling in the day before, it'll be hot, it'll be ready, and you'll save $5. Only at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6650. Johnson County Sheriff Scott Hazlett tells me in the following interview and information that there was a bomb threat made this morning at the Justice Center. The investigation is still very active and ongoing, and today resulted in the Justice Center being evacuated and closed for the entire day.
At approximately 8:05 a.m. this morning, the call got generated through the Johnson County Circuit Clerk's office. They've received the incoming call, and a male subject made the statement that I have reason to believe that there's a bomb in the Johnson County Courthouse that will go off. He said either 8 or 8:30. The clerk was uncertain of what time that he specified. I received a call from James Wright, who takes care of the court security for me at the Judicial Center. And he said that they had received a bomb threat. He was evacuating the building, and at that time, the only people in the building was personnel, the deputy circuit clerks, and security staff, and people that work for pretrial services. So we had no civilian people in the building as far as citizens. I contacted state police, made them aware of it. Contacted court security personnel that works for AOC, Administrative Office of the Courts, and made them aware of it. And then we, city police, myself, court security, and the state police or whoever, done a pretty thorough search of the building, and couldn't come up with anything that was out of the ordinary that would indicate that there was any kind of a device in the building. And they made the decision to close the building down for the remainder of the day. And the case is still under investigation at this time, so that's about all that I can give you.
But nothing else about the origin of the caller, or if he or there's another suspect or anything?
We're still gathering facts on maybe where the call came from and trying to track down a potential suspect, and it's still ongoing.
Before I turn to tonight's weather, when I see you back here next week, we will know much more. I'll have at least a better idea about the Easter weekend weather forecast right now. The 7-day taking us right up through Good Friday, which is looking to be pretty average, maybe a little bit below average, but still we're hoping for a warming pattern, and there is some of that at least in the near term. Topped out, let's see, where did we top out? We topped out at 53 degrees today, downtown Sagersville, 47 right now, and falling, humidity at 69%, sunrise 7:03, sunset 8:05, and 0.08 of an inch of rainfall. Now, with that said, you're staring at the 7 days, 33 tonight. That's where we're going to bottom out around about. Mostly cloudy skies, winds 6 to 8 miles per hour. We've got north winds out there about 2 right now, moving. Again, mostly cloudy skies and a light wind, and some areas of frost after 5 in the a.m. that will linger tomorrow. Tomorrow, a little more sun. Yesterday, we were thinking more cloudy than not, but right now, calling for mostly sunny, albeit around 54 degrees for your Saturday. Maybe that sun will work it up just a little bit more than that. So not all that bad. A little on the cool side, but a little sun makes it go a long way. Saturday night, mostly clear and out of the frost zone at 40, and we'll stay out of the frost zone for a while. And Sunday is an improving day as well. Mostly sunny and mid-60s. That's good news. Nighttime lows not falling far. Around 51 for your nighttime low, and partly cloudy skies. So a decent end. Not a bad weekend at all. A little on the cool side tomorrow, but some sun, and a little warmer and some sun on your Sunday. A little warmer still on your Monday as we look to hit the mid and even upper 70s and mostly sunny skies. Our next round of shower and storm chances aren't until late Monday night. And into your early Tuesday. And then we get another little few dry days. So Monday, 77, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms late Monday night. Early morning Tuesday, they will linger maybe before 8 a.m., so I didn't even put them on your screen there. Otherwise, we're in for another cool down. Yep, yay. 59 on your Tuesday, 59 again on your Wednesday. Good news is clear, calm, and mostly sunny for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. That gets us into Thursday, where temperatures climb up to about 65 right now expected, and with some partly sunny skies and some shower chances. 20% early Thursday, 60% chance of showers, no storms right now. Thursday night in a low of 47. And then Friday, temperatures, Good Friday, take another dip, and we're back down to the low 60s instead of the mid, with partly sunny skies and a 50% chance of showers. Where we're going after that, I'm not going there as of yet. I'm hoping for a bit of an about face there, and we'll get back to the mid-60s or upper 60s for the weekend. But, we'll talk about it. Well, we'll talk about it a lot next week. And that's it. Thank you, sincerely. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a safe and relaxing, fun weekend, whatever you want it to be, and I'll see you back here Monday. Good night.